Alright, so I've been noticing that not a lot of people have been telling their stories about school field trips, so I thought I was gonna do mine. And in my opinion, going on field trips was the best thing ever you can do in elementary school. I mean, think about it. As you're a kid, you're going through a lot of stuff, and what I mean a lot of stuff is doing countless amounts of work that you don't even want to do in the first place. You don't want to do work, you don't want to learn about mathematics or how to spelling test of words. You want to go play Minecraft and eat Doritos and drink some water. No, I mean Coca-Cola or Mountain Dew or whatever. But for him to take a break from all that work, he can go on a field trip. You just walk into class ready to know that the teacher's gonna teach you guys some mathematics or whatever. But then all of a sudden she appears with have a piece of paper, or should I say multiple flyers of papers in her hand, and she says, alrighty guys, so for the next week we're going to be going on a field trip, so I'm going to give you guys these flyers that you gave them to your parents, and then they can sign to you, and then the next week we'll be going on a field trip. Any questions? And of course you're going to be asking some questions like, where are we going to? Oh, we're going to Disneyland. Disneyland? Are we rich or something? That's expensive. However, now me being a high schooler, we don't have those types of trips anymore. The only field trips we're able to go on were tours for other schools. Alrighty guys, so we have some flyers here. If you would like to go on this field trip to another school, or should I say a tour to another school, and see what it's like being over there. I mean, not really being like, like you're gonna go to school over there, but just like having a tour over there. You can get these flyers and then your parents can sign them. Going on a field trip to another school? What? Who the wants to go to another school on a field trip? That's not entertaining at all. All you learn about is which classes are whiches. This is a lot of bullshit. However, throughout my childhood of going on school field trips, if it was either middle school or high or elementary school, except for high school, of course, they don't even do field trips. More like tours to other schools. But there were some really good trips as well. At first, I was gonna do a trip on going to San Juan Capistrano, the mission oh my god, San Capistrano, Mission San Capistrano. Oh my god, I got it right. But anyways, I was gonna tell a story about that. I was thinking, you know, maybe I can say that for another time because it wasn't that crazy enough. But what was a crazy one was going to Knott's Berry Farm. So we're gonna be going through that story. So this trip takes place at my middle school, and not just at my middle school, it was at my middle school I was about to graduate, because on this day, at my school day, I was scheduled to go to Knott's Berry Farm for our last day of being at middle school. Because at the time I was in 8th grade, but now as a high schooler, I don't have that much fun anymore. But we're talking about this trip right here. But basically, we got on the bus. However, that's when I realized that I forgot to get my backpack. However, when I'm at the bus, I told one of the teachers, hey, can I get my backpack? And she says, well, the bus is gonna leave soon. And she says, I can make it in time. And she's like, all right, I'll let you in. So I get my backpack in time, and of course, I was right. No time's a charm. I was able to get back onto the bus when it was just about to leave. But of course, since we're on the bus, there's gonna be like this rich kid with the loudspeaker in the back playing some copyrighted music that I can't even play because YouTube's system is just so broken that I can't even play it, which I'm not gonna even play it now. But we get to the bus. We get to the place while that rich kid's just playing the music. So we get to Knott's Berry Farm in time, but just before in time, the amount of people that got here, oh my god, it was so crowded. It's like people wanted to see a movie that was only able to be in theaters for some reason, even though they could just watch it at home in the future. But like, because a movie was so good that they decided they wanted to see it instead of, you know, doing something else. But we eventually get into Knott's Berry Farm, which took at least like an hour to get in because people were like, hey, there's this really good movie that I want to see, let's go watch it. And then just like a thousand people just storm in with tickets. You know, a lot of people are just crowding in, not being able to get into like the door or whatever. So we're in Knott's Berry Farm, having a good time, and strolling through the sidewalks, the parks, going on rides and eating food. Now, the reason why I'm skipping most of the part of the story because it's not really that important. I'm literally just gonna tell you like 2 hours of us going on rides. That's not even that crazy. because like nothing really that crazy happened. It's just like a bunch of roller coasters that are the size of the Millennium Force. I mean, yeah, that's crazy enough. We're not talking about that crazy. I'm gonna be telling you guys at the end of the story. I mean, besides that one creepy ride that at Knott's Berry Farm, I forgot what it was, but it was like this fish ride that was like one of those swing rides, but it's really huge. But every time it turns, like it would make this sound or whatever. God, that was bad. But anyways, so at the end of the trip, we're at the bus stop getting back into our buses to go back to the school, so our parents could pick us up from the trip. So we get on the bus and we're driving down the freeway. Now the thing is why I skipped here is because this is where the crazy part starts. So I'm in my AirPods and everything is going good. That's when I see some kid is sleeping next to me. Well, not next to me, I mean like a couple seats down. That is. However, because we're dumbass kids, someone tried to pull a prank on him, and we're not talking about like the other pranks. I mean, it was just a simple prank, alright? A prank, alright? And I kind of felt bad for the kid that was sleeping, because what this prank was this guy had a cup with water in it, and he placed it on the guy's head that he was resting. And this guy wasn't resting his head on like the part of the seat, because he was sitting alone, but he was like it was like he was bending his head. Oh my god, not bending. He was like leaning on this, like the glass, how you do when you press your head against the glass when you're like falling asleep in the car or whatever. He was doing that, but because he had a seatbelt on, the seatbelt kept him from falling down. However, like I said, someone had the audacity to place a cup full of water on the guy that was sleeping on and he was also recording a video on his phone in what appears to make a TikTok challenge or whatever. Bro, are you serious? A TikTok challenge? Come on, bro. Like, seriously, you done messed up, alright? You done messed up, alright? We're not chill anymore, alright? If you want to be best friends, guess what? I'm declining the offer because you're just doing something that I don't really like that much. But for like a whole nother 10 minutes, this cup was able to stand on top of this guy's head and not fall over. I mean, we were taking very sharp turns on the freeway. The freeway, and for some reason this cup had it had some sort of like magic or telekinesis power to make it stand up properly. So it gets to the point where we're almost back out of the school, but right as this guy was waking up, right, he wakes up his eyes, right, and what he doesn't notice, right, is that he is awake. But not only that, he still has the cup on his head, and everyone started to freak out because he doesn't know that the water cup is just gonna splash on him. And sure enough, he gets up, and then he just meets with a bunch of water splat on his shirt. Oh my god, what the hell? Who did this to me? And then that's when a lot of people started pointing at this guy that done it. The guy with the TikTok recorder thing. Bro, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to ruin my day or something? What the hell? Fortunately, this didn't go through a fight, but I kind of felt like this was the most craziest thing I ever seen throughout the trip. I mean, yeah, maybe something crazier would be like, I don't know, like being robbed or having the bus run on fire, but this was the most craziest I have ever felt. I mean, I ever seen in my life. But we get back to the campus, and our parents pick us up, and well, we had a great field trip at the time. We had a great field trip ever since, at middle school officially.